quick disclaimer on this new video series called Airsoft for Reals. If you don't like open alcohol consumption, you don't like shit talking, you don't like profanity, you like Obama, and you hate America, then get the fuck off my channel and don't even like, share, or subscribe my videos. But if you like any of those things, then go ahead and tune in, because on this first episode of Airsoft for Reals, we're going to speak our mind on some things that really are painful to just sit back and watch. So I got a special guest here for this first video of shit talking galore. A good friend of mine from here in the KC welcomed me when I moved up here from Texas with open arms. It's my boy Nigel Dials 46. For Reals, what you doing?
Look at that black eye.
Oh. Your woman do that to you?
Nah, man. Got that operate.
Uh-oh. Osama didn't know it was coming. You should see the other guy. So what's up, Nigel?
What's going on, man?
Oh, you know.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That. So, first topic real quick. We're going to talk about buy, sell, and trading over the interwebs and everything that comes with that. Like getting scammed. We already know about the scamming bullshit. We already know about all that. You know, you run the risk of how you pay them and not getting your product or this and that. But we're going to talk about the other things that come. So for me, the biggest pet peeve of mine is when people get on these buy, sell, trade things and they're not even talking about buy, selling, or trading. They're talking about rate or hate my stuff. Or last night, actually, I saw a post. Some dude's upset that his prom date dumped him. And you're going to come on talking about, I hope my operator brothers and my Milsim fans and did all this bullshit.
Like a support group.
Like a support group. You know what I told him? I said, go get the hottest bitch at school that doesn't have a date. Because then you're just doing shady shit if it already had a date. So go get the hottest bitch and be confident and take her. And then go get her drunk and fuck the shit out of her behind the barn. I don't know. Maybe he takes my advice. I don't know. Hopefully that's not illegal to give that kind of advice to a child. I don't know.
Yeah, that's...
I don't really give a fuck. For reals! But it had nothing to do with Airsoft, so get it off the Airsoft page.
The whole point, yeah, the whole point is fucking...
I mean, that really happened. You can go on Classifieds, probably still see the post.
Alright. Yeah, so here's my thing on these national buy-sell trade deals. You know, I always think that you should give your local group. Here in Kansas City, we got Kansas City Airsoft HQ. Give all your local groups, players, that first dibs, that first opportunity to get grabs on your goods that you're trying to buy, sell, or trade. Give them the first shot. You're going to reduce the risk of possibly getting scammed or, you know, getting some crappy gear, guns that don't work, gear that doesn't work, something like that. You save yourself a lot of heartache if you go local first. I understand maybe, you know, your community isn't that big, so then you got to go to these national boards, and there's a lot more eyes on it for sure, so it's going to move a little bit faster, but I say save yourself the heartache. If you don't have a local board, start one now.
Boom. I'll totally support that idea. You know, if you scam somebody local, you might just face the consequences, and then you're going to have two black eyes and be like, for reals, don't scam again, bitch. I wish the motherfucker tried to scam me out some money.
Fucking wish you would.
So we got subject 2 out of 3 tonight. We're going to talk about the elitist players / elitist mindset that so many people in this sport and hobby have. It seems a lot like it's all about the best gear or your idea of the best gear.
Yeah.
And having all this awesome gear just makes you that much better. Or you've been playing for 15 years, although 10 of those you were probably playing in your mom's backyard.
Yeah, I've been playing Airsoft for 3 years. Bullshit. The first year was in the backyard.
Yep.
Don't lie to me.
You don't even have a field that was local to you until 2 years ago.
Be proud of it, though. Be proud of it.
Be proud.
For sure. Wear like a badge.
But be humble.
Keyword.
Exactly. And all these people, you know, they got this elitist mentality. So when these new players come up, they be like, oh man, you gotta do this. And then they walk up into the field and all this bullshit talking about, oh, you need to respect us because we've been playing longer, or we got this awesome gear on.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? Fuck your gear. That's what I got to say. And I like having good gear. I mean, I'm a high-speed gear industry fanboy. If you don't know already, I got the taco swag. But gear doesn't make the player by any means until you, and that's another argument for another day. But don't be elitist, man, because in your mind you think you're the best, but you may beat them on the field, but I beat your ass in the streets. For reals.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Gear doesn't make the player. Just because you've been playing longer than somebody, that doesn't mean crap, man. That doesn't mean shit. Be humble, man. Keyword, humble pie. Have a big serving of it. Have it every day. It's good for you. Num, 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 num. Everybody was new. Everybody started somewhere. Don't be a dick about it, man. Shut up. And you see a lot of it, like, and I guess it's everywhere. I guess it's in every sport you're going to encounter this type of stuff, but it just seems like Airsoft in general. You get a lot of these chest thumping, dick measuring guys. It's just like, yeah.
And that's on a good day.
But it seems like it attracts them like fucking like flies on shit, and it's just like, just stop, man. We're all grown-ass adults for the most part. We're all playing cops and robbers with toy guns, shooting BBs at each other. That's the deal. Be humble about it. Have fun. And don't ruin anybody else's fun. I think that's the biggest thing about elitism as a whole. You know what I mean? You're raining on other people's parade. Misery loves company type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that really applies, but you know, I guess it applies in the way like, you know, I got this gear, why don't you? You know what I mean? Like, this makes me cool, why don't you have it? Therefore, you're not cool. And I think that's bullshit, and that's a bad way to get into any sport, especially in Airsoft, where we kind of pride ourselves on community.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, and we're not talking about people that take it serious from like when they show up, they got their shit together.
No, that's cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah. And you want to train or you want to do all that stuff,
Absolutely.
or you want to spend the money, you want to make an investment into your sport and hobby, and by all means do it. Because it is an investment when it gets to a certain level, and you are going to start taking it serious. At least I know if I spend $400 on a gun,
that's serious.
That's serious, man.
That's serious.
Like, you know, that's money for anybody. Unless you're a millionaire, that's not something you can just drop.
And I think that's a good point to touch base on. I think, you know, when you do come out with this gear and you do come out with that, you know, the nicer, higher priced guns, things like that, that's cool, and it does show a certain level of commitment from the player. That's cool, and that's to be appreciated and respected to a point. However, if some people don't respect that, don't be a dick about it. Because in the end, nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the field and you're the only person that is squared away, or you know what I'm talking about, and you're playing, you know, you could be a 25-year-old guy with $1,000 airsoft budget, and you're playing with a bunch of kids.
Right.
And it may not seem fun running around, you know, just murking all these kids, but make it fun, man.
But you know what?
Show them how to play.
Right. You might be out there in your fucking cry or die with your fucking LM4s and all that shit. I'm sorry. For real.
For reals talking shit over here.
But
my $50 magazine.
You know what I mean? You're out there with the best
Always
gear,
leaking.
and you're out there like, oh man, I can't believe it. I got a bunch of hit shruggers. These guys are out here in this con derp, and they're out here in these Black Ops M4s and fucking JGs. But you know what? A couple of those kids out there, they're having the best time of their fucking lives, and it's fuck you if you want to ruin it for those kids.
Yep, fuck you. I shit on your grave. But you know what else comes from elitists though? Is these teams that think they're just the hot shit, man.
Okay, yeah.
Now, like, first off, let me get it clear. There's nothing wrong with being on a team. Nothing wrong with being on a team.
It's awesome.
I've been on a team.
Like-minded individuals.
And when you got your guys, you know you can run together well. You share the same mentalities of how to play. You have the same, not necessarily the same play styles, but you work together as a team. You just bring something to the table. That's awesome. You want to be on a team, awesome. But don't roll into an event, 10 guys deep or whatever, and just walk around with your shit all strutting around like, oh, we're so and such team, we're task force big dicks.
Busting out like fucking gangbusters because you're there with 20 other dudes that matching camo. That doesn't make you cool,
Thinking you're the shit because y'all roll to these events together or whatever, and you may be known in your local community as hot shit, but it gets real annoying when you go outside of your community, especially, and you walk around like you fucking deserve respect when you may be respected back home, but you ain't respected there.
Right.
And that goes outside of Airsoft. That is one thing that really transitions into life.
Sure, absolutely.
So
any sport.
Yeah, if you're going to be on a team, learn your place. Now,
it just goes back to humble pie.
It just goes back, just humble pie. Like, don't ruin someone else's fun. Some people don't like to be on a team. Some people like to run by themselves.
And you know what? Here's the other thing that on the fucking two sides of the story, the double-edged sword. There might be some kid that like fucking is just like looking at you guys like, oh man, look at these cats. You know what I mean? They're all glammed out. They got all their JPCs on. They're all looking tack as shit. You know what I mean? And like this kid's looking up to you. The minute you come off like a D-bag, guess what? The fucking fart page starts and you're fucked.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom. Got little cartoon drawings with fucking weird colored eyes and words I can't even understand without using Google Translate and shit.
Unfortunately, in Airsoft, being like an online community, word travels pretty fast, and I'm just going to play devil's advocate. Sometimes it only takes one or two players, maybe even one player from a certain team, to kind of give everyone a bad taste in their mouth, and then it fucks up your whole team.
Yep.
So, realize that when you're part of a team, what you say speaks for the team. So shut the fuck up.
Bingo.
There you go.
So, we're talking to you, Crawford.